This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at FS19 Pre Alps. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website, and it is currently available for PC only upon initial release on May 13th, 2020. Go ahead and jump on in. While we are waiting for the map to load up, we will go ahead and read a little bit of the description. Pull up the log. It says, welcome to Pre Alps, ready for seasons. Standard crops. The map has a hilly landscape typical of the area of the Venetian Pre Alps. Has 30 fields of various sizes. Vehicle dealer, point of sale and repair, livestock dealer, BGA, also points of commerce, consortium, sawmills of logs, sale of wood chips, animal trade, etc. Let's go ahead and jump on in here. Here we have our career start point, our farmhouse, and you can see we already have our sleep trigger coming up. Go ahead and take a look at the map. Oops. This is kind of a small map. Playable area is fairly small. We have all of our standard crops here available on the map. And in new farmer mode, see that we start out by owning the farm. And that's pretty much it. And the farm basically includes the chicken coop, silo, and some buildings. Is a cattle barn down here, a cattle area that we can buy for an additional $96,000. BGA over here is $315,000. Then there are animal areas scattered around. Got the sheep pen and associated grass area, I assume, $243,000. Pig area, $136,000. Horse, $186,000. We do have a couple of placeable areas we could build out. One right here, $96,000. Go ahead and take a little tour around. Here we have our farmhouse. Then our farm buildings are around it. I will say if you start on this map in Farm Manager or start from scratch, all these buildings, other than the cow pen down there, are gone. I have blank concrete here. Other than, interesting enough, these pallets and some of this decorative stuff. This remains, as well as the brick wall and gates remain. All of these buildings go away. Something else of interest here is that these doors open, in my opinion, the wrong way. Maybe they open in for a reason, but it just seems like it's a very bad reason. Because when the doors open in, you can see really do impact based on their swing size of equipment that you can have in here. Or you just leave the doors always open. Just thought it was kind of odd that these doors open in. Maybe they do that because of the snow, and then basically not having to clear all the snow out. Seems a little counterintuitive to me. We have our obligatory floating object, so we don't have to look anymore. Pallet jack there. Here we have the chicken coop. We have our food trough. We have our chicken buy area here. And then we have our egg spawn point. And at this point, we are kind of at the southern edge of our starting land. So then this down here is a buyable area. We have standard in-game cow pen. If I don't own it, I can't buy the animals. That's very interesting to remember. We'll have to buy the animal pens in order to place animals here. Very good setup on that. We have our starting equipment lined up, so let's go ahead and take a look at that starting fleet. We start out with 3 tractors, Fendt Vario 310, John Deere 6230R, and the New Holland P8 320. So tractors range in horsepower from 110 to 320 horsepower. We have 2 trailers, the Agritur PKD 302 and the SEK 802 Strawman trailer. We have a Salford plow, Ultimer L300 cultivator, with the Agrimaz heater, Farm Tech manure spreader, slurry spreader, Joskin's water trailer. Then we move here into our placeables, modded chicken coop, base in-game farm silo, have a small bunker silo, have Easy Shed 3, doesn't have a picture, basically that Easy Shed over there. We have some custom buildings, shed, doors open in, and then our farmhouse. Take a look at our placeables here. We can buy chicken coop. We have a modded sheep pasture, pig enclosure, cow pasture, and horse paddock. And these really are the base game setups. I don't know if maybe there was something new that Giants has implemented that's requiring them to not reference them from the base game or not. But I mean, we're referencing the silo on the base game files. Now the second map in a row that we've seen basically have what appears to be base game animal areas referenced as mods. Same can be said here with Easy Shed 3. Basically it looks just like a normal Easy Shed as far as its size and shape. There we have the custom farmhouse. Go back here, and I think it forgot to take a look here at our sell points. So we have one main sell point that's going to take a lot of our crops or all of our crops, and we've got a couple other sell points that are kind of a little bit more selective with what they take. 4 sell points for our potatoes, 2 for sugar beets, we have the spinnery for our cotton and wool, 2 sell points for eggs and milk, sell point for wood chips, and then we have a barn sell point for hay, straw, grass, and silage, on top of, again, the BGA that allows us to sell those things if we own it. See our starting equipment here, it's all owned, low operating hours, well maintained. Have our chicken that we bought already. Pretty much takes standard food and everything. And then we do have contracts on the map. These fields are small. We're not going to be getting paid a whole heap ton for the work we are performing on those contracts. So that's kind of the main farm. Guess we didn't. So we've got the farm silo there. Standard in-game farm silo. Have our all silage bunker right here. Go ahead and get set up to do a fly around, and we'll take a look at the map from above. So as the description said, this is kind of some hilly landscape, some kind of fairly sparsely planted landscape, hilly nonetheless. Looking there at the BGA there to the east. Then the map really falls away there down towards the south. It falls away, sorry, more towards the northwest of the map. Go ahead and just kind of do a little bit of a fly around in a counterclockwise direction. We've got 2 sell points here, one on the left, one on the right. Sheep pen, water area, and then a fair bit of grass that is also a part of sheep land. Interesting decorative round bales here. Hill, nice little touch. our Ravenport PGA up here on the hill. Another sell point here, and then the land just falls away. The waterfall there. Lots of interesting bridges. Have our sawmill. Where we're going to be able to get bulk lime. Then the land just really falls away here. Got our animal dealer, our barn, sell point, another placeable area, vehicle shop, fuel station, another placeable area in town here, another placeable area over here to our right. Come over here to the spinnery. Then another map has just random rogue smoke. Okay. And that's pretty much the map. So I'm going to go ahead and get back up here to the shop, buy the Mahindra, and we'll do a bit of a drive around. Really do like these waterfalls, rolling hills, bridges. Really cool aspect of that. Right now that we're back here at the shop, we've got our customized repair and sell trigger here on the outside of the shop. And if you're somebody that likes to use the shop trigger to purchase things, find that here inside the building. Go ahead and get out here and see where our vehicle spawns. Way over there in the corner. So I'm going to assume that the concrete portion of this area is going to be the vehicle spawn area. Be able to spawn in a fair bit of equipment. Given the size of these fields and the size of the map itself, probably easily spawn in twice as much equipment as you're ever going to use without having to worry about running out of space. Got our fuel area. Pedestrians just walking around. You have traffic, you have pedestrians. Smoke that we saw just randomly is like there's smoke that would be associated with some of these smokestacks or here in town, residential stacks. Here the Molino sell point, and I believe that is the sell point that's pretty much going to be taking most of our grain crops right here. Oh, we're not going to be looping around that way. Well, we might loop around that way because this way looked like a pretty sharp turn. Grocery store Sell point. That is some narrow. I don't think you're going to be bringing your trailer to there. Dump station. A little bit high on the dump station. I'd like to see that maybe sunk down the ground a bit. Not sure why all of these dump stations always have these big lips to them. Those big placeable areas. You don't have to have the farm where the starting farm is if you don't want it to be there, of course. Climbed our way around the roads here. While it's a smaller than normal sized play area, I think given the way the roads kind of meander around, it can kind of feel like a larger map just in the distance that you have to travel. Here we have the barn, hay, straw, grass, and silage. Sell point if we don't have a PGA. Here we have the ability to possibly sell slurry. See? Oh. Maybe this is a slurry buy point. Be interesting. If you're playing on the map, let me know. Is that a slurry buy point? We have a grain sell point associated with the animal dealer. Manure buy points? Let's see. Be able to put manure in the back of this. It is. We can buy manure here. So that probably is a slurry buy point over there. Then we have our animal dealer trigger. We only own one animal area, so that's why it's coming up for chickens. Make our way further around the horn here. Check out the lime area next. We have our lime buy point. Here, well, no. Fertilizer. Okay. Once fertilizer. Lime. These don't appear to do anything, so it's just fertilizer in the second one, lime in the first one, seed in this one here, and then anything in there. Pig food. Okay, so there must be something back here. So seed. Wish we had signs here. Seed in that one. Pig food in that one. Nothing is coming up for that one. And nothing's coming up for that. Alright, so we have pig food, the first one on the right, lime in the first one on the left, fertilizer in the second one on the left, and seed in the second one on the right. This road is what's going to take us up here to... Yep. We might be sneak underneath this floating fence. Get to where I was trying to go. Oh. And here we have our wood chips. Oh, we got a bit of an animated sawmill here. That's pretty cool. We have our log trigger. We have to back up into there. Guess that sign earlier was telling us it's like a state forest or something. Have to buy logging rights too. Really cool bridges. So this came from... Did this come from... This is clearly meant to be raised up even higher. This may be the bridge from Bellsburn that was a train bridge. And maybe widened. Oh. Let me know in the comments where you know, if you know where that train bridge came from. Maybe that's the bridge from the South American map. Sancha La Pacho. That's the extent of my Spanish. Gravel road. Artsy area. Get it up nice. Got some QA issues here. Dump station. Right next door we have the BGA. I think we have to go down the road quite a bit in order to get to the BGA access. biogas plant. Cool bales. I wonder if do they have collisions? Do. Are they on buyable land? Not. I was gonna say if we could mow this hillside, those bales could really get in our way. Yeah, we have the Ravenport PGA here. The digestate trigger bunkers. Then we have our digester. Check these triggers here. There's the chaff trigger for that one. There. We'll pretty much just hit the sell points initially because they all seem to be on the outside of the map. Then we can hit the animal areas with our animal farms. Other than the sheep here, we'll go ahead and hit the sheep while we're here. Here we have the sheep pen. And we need to own the land. Go ahead and manufacture some money. All right, now that we've got some money in our bank, go ahead and buy these animal areas. 243,000 for the sheep. 136,000 for the pigs. 186,000 for the horse. And 97,000 basically for cows. 97. That's how you say 96 and 7 at the same time. Now that we own this area, we can buy our sheep. Yep. Wool. Spawn point. Food trough. Water trough. And since we have the animal pen extension enabled, we have the water valve show up. Helps us identify where the water troughs are on custom animal pens. Then also allows us to see if this map happens to have built-in support for the water valves. This land extends down the hill here a bit. Run into a collision. Oh. I'm gonna have to mow this to figure out where property line really ends. You have a bit of grass with the sheep area. And there's a little pond over there for you to get your water from. And here we have two sell points side by side. So we have the EALI and the BERI. That's the one we're at now. Accept lots of our grains. The other one's going to be accepting our root crops. It's going to be our grain dump point here. Then the dump point on the other side of the building appears to be for our root crops. Go ahead and take this road around to the spinnery. Would like to see something maybe done a little bit more with the map edge. Another large placeable area. Then we have our spinnery, our straw, or not our straw, but our wool and cotton. All right, so let's go check out the horse area and the pig area, and then that should just about do us. Whoa! Watch yourself coming down that hill. Ha! Bit squirrely. Checking out the bridge here. Oh, we need to get down there. Here we go. In-cab driving as we wind our way around. One of those maybe state forests. Waterfall next to the road here. Lots of small fields, so this is not going to be a big field map. It's going to be a map with small equipment, by 6-7 meters or less. Definitely going to want equipment that folds up nice and neat. Get through some of these windy, curvy roads. Anything super tall, especially with these trees. Kind of right close to the road. Plus, of course, you're the kind of player that just wipes out any tree in your way. I know a few of those. The starting farm is right there to our right at this point. While we're here, take a little peek at the pig area. Yeah, and it's a pretty standard appearing pig pen. Again, I don't know why it's a modded pig pen, but we've got our manure, we got our slurry, we got our straw over there in the corner. Pig delivery point and our food trough. Menu. Pigs eat just pretty much the standard same stuff that pigs eat in game. Same with the sheep. Forest up there. Make our way down here to the horse pen, horse pasture. That looks pretty straightforward on where normal triggers are going to be located. This is where we're going to have our horse buy point. Draw trigger right here. Water trough and our food trough. Guys, that is going to do us for FS19 Pre Alps. In the comments, what do you think of the map here? Interesting landscape and everything. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.